because people need to get to know you. So in the very beginning, I don't know if I would do that. I would just probably set it as public. But once you get your 1,000 subscribers and so on, that's what I would do is I would start making it. And I didn't do it either. I should have, but I didn't. But I noticed it's making a difference in my YouTube channel today. I'm getting more subscribers. And I think that's the only thing different that I'm doing. Tracy, I talked to Ben earlier. That's awesome. I don't know who Ben is. So you guys are talking about stuff, but that's okay. We're here for everyone. Everybody just have a good time. I did find my microphone cover, my black one. So I just need to find I can just find the gloves or shit like that. I'll be good to go on the ASMR stuff. Happy early Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know it's a little bit early. I'm not sure if it's Sunday or the next Sunday. My husband said next Sunday. But happy early Father's Day to everybody that's a father that's coming up. Yeah. I'm just chilling. Just chilling. I wish you guys could really see how dark I really look. But I don't want that dark right here. I was going to dye my hair back to dark brown, and I'm probably going to, but right now, or like a medium brown, not dark brown. But even if I go medium brown, my hair typically goes dark for like 2 weeks before it starts lightening back up. Because I only shower like, twice a week. That's about it. Sometimes once a week. It just depends on how smelly I am or how dirty I am. Usually about twice a week. Do you like this color? I might go like medium golden brown. This color's looking like red tones. You feel me? Like, I definitely am not a redhead. And I like red hair on people that actually are naturally red. It's got a golden tint too, as you can tell. And then it's got like a little bit of a brownish, kind of like a three dementia. And I think it looks all right. Yeah. Now this right here, wow. But that'd be like that color right there. I figured out I could get you guys back on my phone. Actually, I need to charge it. You're a beautiful Annie caller. Thank you, Tracy. You're awesome. I had a Big Mac today at McDonald's and just a medium fried, a medium drink. Usually I get like a large and I get 2 sandwiches. I'm usually like Big Mac girl, double cheeseburger, or Big Mac girl and a McChicken. It's either one or the other. I don't do 2 Big Macs. That's too much. I'll do a Big Mac double cheese or a Big Mac and a McChicken. And don't forget the fries. That comes with the meal and the drink. You know what I mean? You like this color too, Docky? Well, I guess 2 out of 1's definitely beating me. So we'll keep it this color then. It does kind of hide my grays. Yeah, I am not going to lie about that. Not that I have a lot of grays, but like I think maybe you might be able to, but trust me, they're there. They're there. Trust me. If you're here, you do as you like, LOL. That's the way it be, man. It's like my mom. She's 63. She got pink in her hair. My sister's like, "You're too old for that." And so it makes my mom feel a little self conscious because she feels like, maybe I'm too old to wear pink. She just got a few pieces of pink in her hair, just something different. And my sister's like, "You're too old for that. You shouldn't do that. People are going to be looking at you like you're trying to be young again and you're old." Like, who in the hell are you to tell somebody what to do with their fucking hair? Excuse my language. But I mean, seriously, who the hell are you to tell anybody, especially your parents, what to do with their hair? And my mom's hairdresser's like, if you like it, that's all that matters. And that's the truth. Um, so it's definitely probably like good to go like lighter colors as you get older. You start to get too much gray. Speaking of my mom, hang on, guys, my mom's calling. Oh no. And there's you. I mean, they came out. Hi, hon. Hope you are doing well today. Hi, Amy. I'm doing good, honey. Hey, Amy, are you the one that Shortisha was talking about? Are you the one that she was? Because I know there was an Amy. She was talking about her. She was talking about Joker Girl, and she was talking about me. She must mark my name up. I only watched for like 5 minutes. She's obsessed with you, or you're saying she's obsessed with me. I know she's obsessed with me. Hey, trust me, all right. She can't get on my stuff no more though. Last video I was on there a couple nights ago, just curious, and I popped in on her thing. I don't click in like to watch her live streams. I'm not, no. I did one time and I told her she needed to shut her effing mouth about me. But um, that's as far as it went. And then, you know what I mean? I said she was an effing liar and she needed to mind her own business and leave me out of her channel. Quit talking about me. But that was when she was really bad. I think she slowed down on me now. All of us. Exactly, Amy. What in the world is wrong with people like that? You know what I mean? It's kind of sad in a way that you think about it. It's sad that she's got to go and bash other people that's mentally ill or just bash other people because she don't like what they're doing on their channel. And she's being a bully on hers. Like, what good are you doing on your channel? Because you're just talking shit about other people. Like, you're not. That's not being a good person. It says in the Bible, God says, "Do not judge others." Because if you do judge others, you will be judged as well. She's on there slandering everybody. Crazy. Heck, I remember when I was 80 pounds back in the day. Of course, I had eating issues. I had bulimic issues. I had anorexic, more bulimic than anorexic. Because anorexic is when you just don't eat. And I was eating, but then I'd go and throw it up. You see what I'm saying? So that was the difference between anorexic. People don't know anorexic and bulimic. Was bulimic. Obviously, you can tell I'm not bulimic anymore. I eat like a fat cow and I don't puke it up. Unless I'm sick of that, like, and it's just naturally throw it. I don't have that problem today. Amy, happy birthday, my love. What's your birthday plans?
That is so funny. Hey, you're not driving. You're right with your friends.
What happened to Bike Guy?
That's how messed up I was, to the point the bartender had to come out and be like, hey, you're not driving.
Yeah, like DUIs and shit like that, man. I mean, seriously,
Hey,
it's no joke.
I'm telling you, Matt came running. Hey, you're not driving, Destiny.
Oh my.
I mean, he was running.
Yeah.
But that's because Matt has seen me do that before. Matt's had to follow me home before
I have
because
to come by and meet you because I want to apologize to you because I did watch Shortisha and I thought it was funny, but I realized how wrong I was and I'm truly sorry. I do enjoy your channel. Oh, Amy, that's so nice of you. Well, I accept your apology and I forgive you. See how easy that is? And you know what? I would be like that towards Shortisha, even to this. I forgive, you know what I mean? But like, don't come in and be like, oh, I'm sorry, and tell me that you're sorry. And then I tell you, you're forgiven, I love you, I forgive you. And that's the realization of it. But then don't turn around and fucking go and be on her team and then bounce back and forth just to get info. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, man? Because then you think she won't figure it out. But sometimes I do pop in just to see what's going on or if she's running her mouth about me or someone else. And then I was on there and I was looking for people that I might know or come across from, but I didn't recognize anybody from my channel because I recognize the main people. I don't recognize the people that really don't chat. There's a lot of people that come in and they just view or they subscribe and then they just keep going. It's the ones that I talk to and I get to familiar with. I can see if you're, you know what I mean? I would know. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't call you out and embarrass you like that. But in my mind, I would be thinking, they're on my channel. So they're playing the field goal. They're her friend when she's live, and then they're my friend when I'm live. See how that is? And a lot of people, including myself at my age, we don't like that two-face, backstabbing. That's what they call it, two-face. You're trying to be both sides. I'm only being honest. I truly love you and your channel. I don't have plans. Oh, that's sad. Well, hopefully your birthday turns out wonderful anyways. That's how real of a woman I am, to be honest. I don't have hate that. Yep, exactly. Hate in my heart. No, man, never that I'm honest. That's the best policy. Exactly. Yep. Oh, girl, I do. When she's watching my stream, in sad fact, I have way more subs than her miserable ass. So it's humorous me, but I did tell her shit for talking about us. Exactly. And she probably blocked you. She probably blocked you because she don't like people that take up for us or stand up. She don't like that. She only likes you if you're in with her. Some of the shit is funny. I mean, I'll give it to her. The girl's got good. She's good with her editing. Some of the stuff was hilarious. I am not going to deny that. And I'm thinking, how in the hell did she make these songs and these videos and these shorts of me? It's just weird that she can just put these things together like that. I mean, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. I just have a sense of humor because it takes a strong person with a good personality to be able to do what we do in general, because you get a lot of backlash, you get a lot of hate, you got people that want to make fun of you, only here for the shit show. They don't take you serious. And then you got people that um, are genuinely nice people and that do care about you. But I mean, you got to have thick skin and you got to have thick skull, thick skin in order to do what we're doing. You there, Mama?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my subscribers.
Who?
My subscribers.
Oh.
I feel most like myself when I'm laughing. I love to embody joy, and it's really important to me. And so I try to practice that daily. And I just love to laugh with my friends and my mama and my family. I think that's so important. That's very human.
of employer coverage called
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break to keep you covered, whether it's on your car insurance.
Go to hell. Trying to set me up and fucking, no, they're not. They're not. They can kiss my ass. They really pissed me the fuck off with this. The government. And you know what? They're doing it all to try to sidestep. You know what? Everybody wants to blame shift too. Everybody wants to blame shift. You know? Oh, I know. It just doesn't matter. I have a right to run my mouth if I want to run my motherfucking mouth. You know? I have that right. And they made these motherfucking words up. They're stupid. They're petty. They're liars. They've had people fucking just thinking there's no way to please God, and it's simple. Stand up for what's right and treat each other right, you know? Just be... Because I am nice to everybody. It's nice to me, you know. I mean, I'm not going to sit and say, you know, condone these people that's being like, they're weird as hell right now. They are weird as fuck. And all this smearing and all this talking about me and all this shit talked about, no. Because I'm telling you right now, I know who's involved, and it's sick. Very sick. But to have India tell me, if my family doesn't support me, that I have no chance. Why would they even say that to me? Why would they even say shit to me? You know, why say that? That was disturbing. Because, you know what, they think they don't know nothing. You know, when they think you don't know things, they'll run their mouth all day long. And it's like, you're stupid. You're just being stupid. Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Yeah, because I really do. I mean, I care about everybody. That's why I was so dramatic about it all. Because, you know what, I seen the big picture, the long run picture of what happens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, I know. I just don't know what I'm, you know, I mean, I just don't want it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, right now. They really threw me for a loop, you know, but it's to show me what was going on, really, you know. You know, the big picture, the real truth. Something these motherfuckers won't ever say. The government and shit, you know, they're all behind it, and they're all act innocent, and everybody acts like they don't know shit going on. And if they don't, if they act like nothing's going on, everybody acts like they don't know. You know, then who's gonna know? Then who's gonna find out? Who's gonna tell them? It's stupid. It's fucked up. Oh, Lordy. I'll just tell you right now, though, finding out the Bible is real and finding out all my days of, you know, all of that didn't go unseen. God's seen it all. God's seen the whole truth. God knows the whole truth, you know. No matter how sly these people think they are. No matter how sly, you know, the truth will be, yeah. Because I've seen a lot, you know, that they don't know, they act oblivious to, and it blows my mind. You look homeless. Well, I can't see your picture, but you sound like a real bitch. Somebody ever tell you that? You look like a bitch. Did I say that? I'm sorry that I scream, you know, because people, I mean, I care so fucking much about. I mean, I care so much about. But it's like, man, I mean, hey, just a second. Thank you. Beauty is as beauty does, right? I clean up. I really don't. I'm not here on a modeling career or acting classes. Let's get that straight. That's what's in this country. All this fucking acting. All this bullshit. All this bullshit. It is stuffy. It's like there's barely any wind. I laid back in my seat and kicked my fucking legs out the window last night, though. It slept pretty damn good. But about between 8 to 10 or 8 to something, and fucking mosquitoes come out. It's like, man, I fought and scratched my feet because I got mosquito bites on them, and I was like, God, let me get rid of these mosquitoes. I can't handle it. Yeah. Yeah. They created a mess, didn't they? They created a fucking mess. They created a fucking mess, is what they done. And still, these people probably still have their jobs. That's what's sick. These people's lives, they think, they didn't think it's just going to be brushed over. They won't get it. No, they will not. And they think they're just going to brush it over and it's going to be okay. Yeah, and they're just. Yeah. It is. I know. It's messed up. It's funny though, because it happened all just to show what was really going on. And I'd do it again. I'd lose everything again. I don't smoke cigarettes. I can't stand them. I don't like them. I did. I smoked, since I was 16. And they asked me, they said, how long have you smoked? Because I went and got an EKG done when I got my bones replaced in my neck. I said, since I was 16. And he said, you got the, look like teenagers. Look good. But he said, you want to see? He swung it around and it had my rib cage and stuff. I said, well, that's me. He's flat chested. Yep, that's me. But I knew it was all these nasty old whores that was, acting like this, doing all this smearing shit, and it makes sense now. I wasn't full of shit. I wasn't imagining things. I wasn't. Wasn't an imagination station. So petty. And I guarantee you that one of them old bitches on here right now, getting their little content for their page. Weirdos. Weirdos. In denial. Jealous motherfuckers. You know, and they could talk about themselves and people might be interested, but they don't talk about themselves. They talk about everybody else and their business that they know nothing about. Yeah. But I'm talking about eggs and talking about me calling the sheriff's department yesterday. There's only one way they found out. And that made me mad. That's got me mad. But it showed me the whole truth. I know. Mm-hmm. They're going to say that. It doesn't matter. And they have worked so hard to do all they've done. But you know what? It was all God's will or it wouldn't have happened. Just showing how these people really act, you know, like taking my truck and stuff. They had no right. They had no motherfucking right. No right. And then that judge talked to me the way she did and she had no right. She had no motherfucking right. And that damn doctor that they were using, he needs his license pulled. Mm-hmm. He needs jail time for what he done. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He needs jail time. They need to lose their vehicle. They're going to learn. Because they will. I don't care if anybody believes me. I don't care if it takes a fucking 100 years for it to happen. I don't care if these motherfuckers have to be brought back to be punished. They're going to be punished. Life ain't like that. They've been fucking punishing the poor people for centuries. And it's like, man, fuck off. You're not going to create problems and then act like you're cleaning them up. Oh, I know. And I'd rather it be me than somebody else. Because what they do to some of them people is just, it's awful. It's awful. I mean, they're threatening to find me and, you know, listen, motherfuckers, I sleep like a baby at night. I sleep like a fucking baby at night. I know. Yes, they do. They're going to, because God's going to teach them boundaries. They don't, they can think all they want. And they've enjoyed seeing me, you know. Just have never seen one of God's children begging for bread. You know, but they like that. They like forcing stuff. They like lying. They like. But God does. God, every day I get what I need. I got the breath in my lungs. And I know this won't last forever. I know it won't last forever. It's like I told him, oh man, I'd like to beat the skin off of some of these motherfuckers and throw salt on them. Throw fucking salt on them. Because I see, like I said, I see the big picture. Things there I think I'm oblivious to, well, I'm not. Thinking they're so sneaky. Like I said, this happened before. And it really bothers me because I know, you know, I can't remember, but I know I could remember, you know, I knew things when I was a kid, but I can't, and it's weird because I don't even remember it. Yeah, and it's revealing itself, ain't it? But you know what? Why would people want to sit around and wait for this plant to reveal how bad it really is without doing something? And all these fucking new things made up bullshit. All this shit made up. And when somebody actually comes to it and says the real honest truth about shit, they can't handle it. Because all these lies and all this shit, we are connected to the land. Everywhere, they're thick. They're thick. But it says that he hasn't done nothing like this ever, you know, and he won't do it again, whatever that's going to happen. It's going to be big. And I don't care, if that's the reason why I get so drastic is because I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't. I would sit here calmly and just talk to him. It's because I care. It drives me mad. It makes me pissed off that some of the people act so stupid. You know, it does. Because some of these people act so stupid and oblivious, and are just. It's like that's crazy. No, the planes was Lord. I heard a lady talking about California, and she was working up there.
Thank you. So freaking hot, bro. They better be here. Oh, we're gonna go out to eat. Oh my god, hold on. People make it seem like they're here and shit, and then they're not here. We're gonna go eat late right now. It's that hot in Texas, so like, what I wanted to wear, I'm not gonna wear. Ew. Quiet though. Sorry, I hate to be going back and forth, but like my mom's texting me to tell me when they're coming, and they're still not here. Every time I hear a wind chime, I think of my grandma. should have told me, oh, I'm not getting older, you are.
I'm a hot-headed mad mother. Oh, there's a chicken running its little legs off down there. That was a running chicken. Looked like a roadrunner. That's all I want. Really? See people happy. Have my own little yard with some chickens and a cow and a goat in there. Always happy. No hemlock. No lying bullshit. No men able to walk in and take it away. That's what I want. I know, yeah. I know. I know. It just blows my mind what all it is and how much they've tried to bury the truth and warp and manipulate and you know what? They're definitely gonna get what they asked for. It's sad. And what's really sad is driving around and seeing, some of these places how absolutely beautiful. You know. Right. I mean, and to sit here and tell me, and so many people post about that man and his family and what they think. I don't care what they think. I don't know who the fuck they think they are. After what they done to me, you don't give a fuck what family you are. You don't have a right to steal a lady's food stamps. You don't have a right to lie to a lady and do all the fucking shit they done. You don't have that right. You don't have the right to fucking charge a lady for fixing her truck and actually just tearing it up so to break down with her. You don't have that right. And charging her $600 to do so, Paul. You don't have that right, buddy. Did not have that right. They didn't have a right to take a truck. They didn't have a right to take my dog. They didn't have a right to take shit. And this was all in the name of the law. Where's the law at? For what? Talking about God? Sitting where God told me to sit? But you know what? They'll pay for this. They'll pay for this. And they know damn good and well what was there. No, they can't. No, they can't. They can't. Because it's too stupid. And they think they're above it. Mm-hmm. It's so hot. Your mind can't even wrap around it, though. You really can't. Just how bad it's been. And then the FBI saying stuff, and it's blown my mind. It has. It's absolutely blown it. And I don't even know what to think. Yeah, only God has that final say, right? We'll see. And I mean, I can't help it sometimes when things that come up. I can't even stop it. So you know what? I'm not gonna be. I quit second guessing myself. The second trip to fucking Washington. Okay. Because I put enough time, enough effort in seeing what I seen enough of, and knew everything I'm saying is true. I studied it 3.5 years before I ever said a word. So fuck that. As soon as I found out the truth about what it was, the book and stuff, and that voice told me to get the fuck out of there, I was done. I found out the truth. Yeah. I do. That I do. Oh man, my shade's disappearing. Pull up a little bit. Whew. Fuck, shit, fireman. All my clothes, they fit. Yeah. That shit's hard to get back. Mainly in this, I ain't got no room in here for shit. That's just wrong. That's cold. And to have, so many people see my story, and it blows my mind. Why these countries worked hard to bury bury my reputation, everything, and then blaming it on certain people. Go shit, you go fuck yourself. They can go fuck themselves. Yeah, take, destroy. But it don't matter. And they all think, no, it won't happen. Sometimes I feel like I could spontaneously combust. I do. Because it's just like, man. Oh, why we can't just fix this? Why can't we just do the right thing? I mean, I honestly don't. But God knows what's going on. He's the one in control, not us at all. Everybody thinks that. But you know what? That's what happens when stupid people start losing control. They get stupider. They get plumb stupid. That's what happens. They don't realize that. They don't realize that at all. We'll see, though, won't we? We will see. I want a place where you don't have to think that way. You'll see. That never even enters anybody's mind. Everybody's just content and happy and... Shut up, Ronan. Get on out of here. I'm going to remove it. Okay, I'm going to remove it, but don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. No way at all. Tell me what to do. Understand? And I do got a face. I do. It's the face God gave me. I told you, God's got a sense of humor. I know. Oh, some of these are so thrown out of fucking. They're so like in a tizzy over me. It's pathetic. And it's all these women. And why is it all these women? Why is it all these women? You know, God is very creative. I'm pretty fucking creative. Be shocked from having to, yeah, in this world, when you fend for yourself and figure shit out, yeah, you become very, very sharp. Even though I act stupid. I act stupid as stupid can be. And these parasites and these tumors they're talking about, see, they're not tumors, folk. I've been trying to tell you shit. No one wants to listen to the little old dumb Tammy. No one wants to listen to her. I would just say, oh my God, she don't know what she's talking about. Well, maybe if you tried to do what I said and would see if I wasn't right. Wouldn't it? Never know if you don't try it. Thank you. I hope I did a lot of people because, it matters. This matters. But, not just one person can do something about it. None of us can if it ain't God's will. God's will is telling the truth on everything these motherfuckers has done. And the truth. Because God knows. Even though they can fool people, they can pull the wool all over people's eyes. God knows the full truth. Yes. That's good though, Olivia. Yeah, and that makes, just hearing that does, because I know I've been hard to listen to. I know that. I know. I mean, I don't say some of mine. I mean, I've sit and rewatched a couple of them. And it's like, and I told myself when I got a job. I mean, because I felt so bad laying in there thinking about how I'd, said this or said that, and it's like, man, these are people. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants, I don't know. So I tried to not say it, but these ladies are just, they're hard. They're hard not to say nothing to. Because they just, all my content they fucking take and just say the stupidest shit on it. So, there's not that many views, so I don't understand why I get so mad. But it's because I care, Men, stop being like that. Be a real person. Be a real person. Talk about your fucking self. And the reason I talk about these politicians is because they're ruining the lives of the people. Thinking they're untouchable. Thinking they're all that shit. And these famous, so-called famous people, some of them, they're disgusting motherfuckers. Disgusting motherfuckers. And thinking they're running the world and untouchable and just scum of the earth. Okay? Scum of the earth. And these bitches threatening me, telling me, oh, when we find you, oh, motherfuckers, Wyandott's not that big. Wyandotte ain't that big of a fucking town. Is it? Threatening motherfuckers. That right there is against the law. But you know what? There is no real law. There's no law when it comes to me. So I don't understand how they can just fucking go fuck themselves. It's just annoying. It's annoying. Then trying to catch something on mine saying I'm threatening her. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's like, Shamaya. Have I played? No. No, I don't play games. Boy, it's hot weather, I know that. But you're welcome, America. I love being stupid. I'd like to make you look better. Right? Your same place. I tried to play a game with kids that when it first came out because they couldn't wait for it to come out. I can't play. What was it? I don't know, but it was a fighting game. Black Ops. That's what it was, something like that. But anyway, I just kept bumping into walls. Couldn't run and couldn't keep up with no one. Couldn't find somebody who was going looking up and down. I mean, it was just stupid. Okay, it was stupid. And I was very stressed inside trying to play it, you know. People were shooting at me. I was like, but I couldn't play. Yeah, think is what it was. Yeah, but I couldn't play it at all. I mean, I would go like it, you know, because I didn't know how to do the controller. I would be looking up and down. It's like, man, it's making me sick. People shooting all around me. I'm can't handle the stress. Yeah, I couldn't play it. It was like, fuck that. Now back to basketball. Me and some little girl played a basketball game forever. You know, I got good at it. And the fighting one, Tekken or whatever it was, the old games. I was fucking badass on that and didn't know a fucking thing I was doing, but I could whip anybody in that game. They got so mad at me because I didn't know what I was doing, but I just pushing all the buttons. You're not gonna hit me, cause I see you. I'm hot, so hot. And Mario. Back in the day, I played Mario, and it's like I was bound and determined to beat that damn game. I got a book on it for Christmas even. I mean, that's how into the game I was. And then I said, you know what? Enough of you, Mario. Enough. I know. Some of them I know. And some of them I don't even understand what they're doing. There's alternative motives behind everything that's done in this world. Mainly in this country, there's an alternative motive, you know, to everything. It's crazy. And hidden agenda behind everything. It's disgusting. Disgusting. That's no way to live. That's no way to live. But targeting the kids is really fucked up. That's not leadership, buddy. Here, but made me think of that. La 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 la. You know what's so crazy is because when I first got on here and stuff, you guys asked me if I like to read and what my favorite book was, and I'd said, you know, one of them was Pilgrim's Progress. When I reread that fucking book, you know, because I hadn't read it since as a kid, I couldn't remember, you know. I mean, I just remembered some of the details to it, but I re-listened to the book, and it's like, what in the hell? Everything I went back and listened to in the Bible and stuff, you know, pointed me in the right direction and everything, and steered, you know, that I knew I wasn't wrong. I knew I wasn't wrong. And then the Pilgrim's Progress talks about a person with a book, found a book, and where to lay his burden down, you know. I mean, so there's an end to this, and I just got to figure it out. I did have a dog, yes, and you know I did. You know I did. You know I did. Yeah, state of Maryland took it because they thought they had that right. Because I was stepping on the government's toes, so the government stepped in and took my dog. Oh, I wasn't trying to step on their toes. I was trying to help this country. But that's what the government done instead. No thank you. No nothing from the government. I don't need their thank yous. I don't need their shit. And unhinged? What about me was ever unhinged? Nothing was ever unhinged about me. Because I say what I feel, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, but they enjoyed it, and the judge found it funny. The judge found it funny. And said because I didn't do what she said, like going to rehab for marijuana, which I got a marijuana card, why would I go to rehab? But because I didn't go to rehab, I was a danger to society again. A danger to society. All these lies, all this bullshit down on their fucking papers, they can go to hell. Bullshit. We're always staying in the South. And then it went from me discovering the cure and everything for these plants, because I made sure everything for it came, such it. From that to me being all this shit that they've dragged up and said about me, dragging my children through the mud, dragging everybody through the mud. But the rightful people, and the rightful people in the rightful way, because they know they done it. That fat little man done a lot of what he's done, and they know it. It was all set up. All of this was set up deals. I've never mistreated my dog. I never mistreated her. That's what they're saying, I know. But they're saying that I hit her and all this shit. That just lies. But that judge ran with it. And that's very wrong. That is very mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing about how the judges do here even. Yeah, because I got my ass handed to me. I got fucking assaulted twice. Not once, but twice. While security stood back in a fucking casino. It was all set. I guarantee you that was set up too. Because that not once or twice that man tried to hurt me. Yeah, knew my mom. Yeah, they all knew each other. This is sick. This is sick. America. It's all sick. But the judge said to the guy, because of the suit you're wearing, I'm going to defer your sentence. And the prosecuting attorney stood up and said he could have killed her. They gave him 5 days in jail. He sitting fucking called, sent stuff to the house. There was a restraining order, but they didn't care. They didn't care at all. They did not care. Never cared. But they'll lock me up for anything. They locked me up when I just said the man threatened to kill me. When Don called and threatened to kill me and my dog, they locked me up. Let him go. Let him pull down there while they had me in the back seat. I'm pissed. But you know what? God will see me through it. That's the good side. Because you know what? I'm glad it all happened. I'm glad, because I still win the prize. There absolutely ain't nothing I wouldn't do for God. Absolutely nothing I wouldn't do. And that's all I was trying to do, was help the people and do what God asked me to do. And that's wrong to this country. I think it needs to recheck itself. And all these bitches reposting my shit and talking smack on me need to recheck themselves. You know what? I know. No, they harassed me the whole time I was at that welcome center. Everybody saw it. Everywhere I went, the cops would show up and saying shit. Making shit up so they'd have a case. Just making shit up. That was ugly. That was wrong. Having these men come around. And what was bad is, the man that kept working around my truck and shit, I'm pretty sure. And what was bad is, the man that kept working around my truck and shit, I'm pretty sure I know that it was like, I knew the dude from here. But it was weird. It was weird as hell. I just kept looking at him, what the fuck is your problem? But it wasn't just one person they sent. It was more than, and people know they came to fucking gawk at me. Or try to come and intimidate me. A man standing behind my truck like this, with one of those things on his head. What do you want, sir? Speak, ass, mouth won't. Why is everybody just gawking at me? Why is everybody acting like I'm just a fucking weird, like unapproachable? Because of their lies. Because of their bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, and it is. And once you're in it, it's like you get caught up in this shit. And you turn into a dick. Yeah. Because it says not to be affiliated with the government. Because government is the devil. It was ran by the devil. and trying so hard, with that guy, with Don. The only thing is, you don't realize they don't realize how much I do know. They don't realize how much I do remember. That's what really blows my mind. And things I don't want to say on here, that I do, and it's like, so I get mad, but because I don't like being treated like I'm stupid. I do not like it. I'm tired of being talked down to like I am too, but it's happened before. But it won't happen again. And there's no second chances after that. So they say. So why I don't understand that. I don't understand it. But God knows what he's doing. Yeah. I know me. And I know me. I mean, I would. That's something that's why I don't crave that. I wouldn't want to be that way. I don't think that I could be changed to be that way. I don't think there's anything that could. After I went through in life, I don't think there's anything that could change who I am. Because I've been through too much, and I'm still, the same with who I am. The only thing I've lost is my singing voice. Because I used to sing like a little bird. All my screaming. Because I have done some screaming in my time. Yes, I have. I didn't ever do anything quiet. No, I didn't. My dad would get so mad at us because, we're just loud. We're just loud people. I'm very loud. When I get aggravated, I can't help it. When you aggravate me, my voice raises. It don't mean I'm unhinged. It don't mean I'm unhinged. It means you got me aggravated and you got my stomach tight and I'm all loud. That's how it is. And I can't help it. I've always been like that. And then they sit there and say, look how she's acting. And then that makes me madder. That's why God says don't get mad. Because it escalates. I mean, when they sit there and they're lying to you. Like when I asked that cop. That cop, what was my name being pulled up in court about? Why were they having court about me? When I never was involved. What's this about court? Trying to make that man, no. No, buddy. Nobody. No little buddy. No. Ridiculous. The cop. I've posted the video on Facebook. That motherfucker is. Yeah. No one does that. Nobody does that. But. Then the day you arrested, they put me in the hospital that time for the 3 days. He gets out of his car and comes walking over there, and he's bald, has his big old boil thing on the top of his head. Your head's about to pop out, buddy. Looking just like a frog. The Bible says that frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. They done something. I don't know, but I know they. But I got it back. Yeah, I got it back. So they think they know so much. They don't. They don't at all. Yeah. Said I was a danger to society. Ain't that funny? When I'm up there trying to help society, that's the only reason why I was up there. I drove the shit out of my truck just to have them take it and take my dog. When really, what had I done wrong? Not a damn thing. I don't care what you people say. I don't care what these people say. Make up. I know. And baby rapers run the country. That's cool, ain't it? Really fucking got their shit together, don't they? It's like tick tock, though. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's pathetic. It's hot. Oh. I mean, I felt the same way up there, but I know, when God, sometimes just sitting is what he wants you to do. There's a reason, always a reason for everything. May not see it. I just don't want to let him down at all. Don't want to let God down at all. I don't want to let the people down at all. At all. They knew. They knew all along what they were doing. They knew all along. These psychics and stuff, they won't be psychic no more. They won't be able to. No, they don't. They don't. But you know what? It doesn't matter what they... Because you know what? What they done was wrong. And it was, their chance to fix things. But they didn't. They didn't. And it's sad. I know. And then, and how some of them look at me, it's like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So I enjoy who I am. Yeah. And it says in the Bible, they're even making us pay for our water and our wood. They're stealing land from people, stealing shit from people, always have been. It's the only thing that's the only way they got anything was thieving. And for some reason, I just can't shake the feeling of, what happened to my dad. I don't know. Because I ain't got an answer of what happened. How'd he die? What happened? I just wanted to know. And I didn't get an answer. I think it's God cleaning up some things that's, I don't know. And I don't know what to believe anymore. In the people. With the people. Because I don't know. It's been so much done. Done so much. These motherfuckers have lied so much. And that's why the book that I read in jail, and it's pretty much, but it was called The Bald-Faced Lie. Or The Pale-Faced Liar. The Pale-Faced Liar. And it was, It was in the late 60s, early 70s. I told you, they done something back then. They done something. They done something.
Sorry, what? I mean, that's intimidating. Like, that's not a joke. We have families. We have kids. Fucking depressing, man. It's fucking got my mind like, boop. But people fucking doing shit to their kids and stuff like that. Kids coming up missing more so than ever. We have all this technology, but it's getting harder to solve crimes because AI is so intelligent. That's a fucking lie, man. If AI was so intelligent, why the fuck can't they find these criminals? They can't find any of them. Every single person that's disappearing, there's no trace. Not one. There's no trace of the missing scientist. There was what, 16 that was talking about the aliens? They disappeared. 16 people? We're so advanced. We're so good. You can't find not one out of 16. Get the fuck out of here. You know they got shit to do with it. You're trying to believe that they don't have shit to do with that. They can find a lot of criminals. There are very far few in between cases that have been unsolved. And I would have to master that and say, I can understand that, especially back in the days when there wasn't as much technology, we still solved a lot more cases on a lie. And you're being misfortuned and mistold. What if that? I'm allowed to have my own thoughts. It's a freedom of speech. At least for now, anyways. That might change. A lot of things are fucking changing. What if AI is a lie? What if the nonsense about the alien invasion? They're trying to 16 came up missing. Let's ask ourselves something about that 16 people. Who, I mean, I could go on and on and on. Who was the 16 people? What was their combination of relatively, like, was they their field of work ethic is what I'm asking. What is was their occupation? Oh, they were scientists. See, I already know that because I already did my research. Why are scientists that are really brilliant people that are figuring things out, they're smarter and they do different things. They work in labs, they figure out medicines, they figure out a way to. I mean, we have different kinds of people in this life. We have people that can make medicine. We have people that can study medicines, go out and do the research to find the medicines, do lab work. We have people that work in labs. We have that. I do not need to be made fun of for that. I do not like people that make fun of people. And if you're here to make fun of me, then you can get the fuck out of here because I don't like that. And people, I am not stupid, but I have a lot of common sense. I'm not book smart, but I'm pretty book smart because I do a lot of watching videos. And I do a lot of watching the news and trying to keep up with it. I'm not the smartest, but I'm not dumb either. And I know what I know. And I know what I know, and I know. I'm pretty smart. That's a good fuck. The suck a big. Tracy, you know what I was going to say. It almost slipped out of my mouth. I caught myself. I was about to say, you guys can go suck a big. You know what? Don't get me fucked up, man. I will. Hey, Chris Therese, I will. You guys are funny. I mean, I like the world today. You know, I just don't know why they just don't let us just enjoy what we got. We got enough going on. What's wrong with the earth? They're in the fuck they're drilling us into the ground. They're drilling us down. It's terrible. They're drilling us drained. They're draining us. And it's not funny. It's took us years to get where we are today. We don't need no fucking AI taking our jobs. We don't need no AI showing us how to build a car. We don't need nobody trying to run us over after we've been here all this time. God never said, let's bring in the robots. God said, let's bring in the humans. Let's bring in the children. The man worked from the labor and the sweat of his brow, and the woman take care of the kids. Now it's Jordan, stuff like that, you know. Today, AI is trying to take us over. That's not how God intimidated it. And then they want to eventually take the word of God away. They want to take the word of God away. What they want to do with that? What they doing with that? You know how dangerous that would be? That would be like living in genocide. That would be like what happened in Gaza. What happens? I don't want to live to see the day they take that Bible away from this world and say Christianity no more. I don't want to live to see that day. Scary times. Exactly, Christopher. Exactly, honey. And it's coming to that. It's coming to that, honey. We got our families to think about. We got our neighbors to think about. We got our children to think about. We got the world. We got good people to think about. We got church friends. We got friends. We got good people, pastors and preachers. And man, imagine how they feel when that's being said. I guarantee you they're at home on their knees praying. And if they get caught doing that, they're going to get shot and killed. You know how many believers are going to not do what they want you to do and fight for the Lord? Because they're the real people. Will you do the same? A lot of the generation younger today, they don't understand. And they're trying to make it to where they don't understand, to where The people that know about God today, they're going to want to take that away real quick because God is intimidating to the evil. Always will be. The evil's scared of God. They know God's real. They know God's powerful, more powerful than any AI could ever be, more powerful than any invention could ever take place. Don't ever forget who's God. He's never going to leave us unless we leave him. How many Hollywood people have done that or come out and said, I've literally sold my soul to be where I am? How does that even make any sense? I never, ever, ever, ever could. I can understand evilness everywhere. There's bad people everywhere. You just never caught them. You don't know them. You don't this, you don't that. You can punish Diddy all you want, but there's people that's been like Diddy all over this world. There's evil people like Epstein. You just caught the one guy. It just happened to make the news. You know how many people that are actually brutally evil and they just don't get caught? Thousands, billions. Considering there's only 11 billion people in the world. I bet you wouldn't think that I would know that, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know that. I also know the difference between a million and a billion. A million's like 11 some days to count, and a billion's like 30 some years to count. Can't give you a tack year and frame, time, stamped. Can't do it. I'm sure I can if I want to Google it. But just talking about it right here and right now in this second, it's long difference. Big difference. That's what it is. It's a huge difference. People don't understand that. They don't realize that. They think, it's just so close. No, 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 no. There's nothing close to that. There's nothing close to a million and a billion. Nothing. Two completely different things. Even though I held up four fingers, I'm not stupid. I just making sure you guys get the drift. Two. So I doubled it up for you. It's totally different script. But whatever. Nobody said I was perfect. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be smart. I need to have common sense. I don't need to be perfect. God never asked me to be perfect. God gave me a mouth. God never said I was stupid. So therefore, I'm not stupid. I was smart enough to have 6 kids. I was smart enough to have healthy babies. I was smart enough to take care of my babies. Until I wasn't allowed to take care of my baby. I was smart enough to understand when I was being cheated on. I was smart enough to do the best that I could as a young mom. I was smart. This is never dumb. I was smart when I had nowhere to go. To get a job. I joined the carnival. That way I had a job and I had a home at the same time. Boom. There I was. And I was young. I was pretty. And I made all kinds of money. And I was smart to put myself in that situation, considering I didn't have much other situations to go on. Um, that was good times, you know. Remember, like, It's almost like, and what they're doing to their haunts. It's almost like, see, people don't understand. Sometimes I dance, sometimes I talk. The more I talk. Where'd she go? And then I talk to you for 20 or 30 minutes. You guys ain't interested in what I'm saying. If I can go up and down, I can ball cords bouncing around. People aren't religious. People don't want to hear it. People are for the rich. People disagree with me. People think I'm stupid or I'm crazy. You're just crazy old lady. Don't know what you're talking about, old lady. Get a job. Bitch, you get a job. I got a job. I hate that about people. Get a job. What do you think I'm doing, man? Here you are talking about people working from home. Is that's what you're doing, you fat ass? Say what? Say what? Mama bear talking shit. I'm sick and tired of people making fun of me right now. Boy, I miss my long ass nail. Y'all know I like my nails fucking long. Mama bear don't be playing when it comes to them nails. Thank you, Trace. It is a damn job. I've been on here for a minute. Ain't a Trace. It is a damn job. Honest to God, it is. I mean, it really is. I have to put in taxes every year. Swear to God, I do. It's no lie. I have to pay taxes. I really do. I'll be right back. It is a job. I have taxes coming out. If I make any money.
Only 50 products remain on sale. We offer a free 14-day trial period. If the result does not meet your expectations, we guarantee a full refund.
We finally moved from California to Pennsylvania. It's the best decision we ever made, except for one thing. And I'll get to that part in a second, because it almost ruined everything. But let me back up. When we left Los Angeles in late August,
I guess you'll sleep all
my
night.
bedroom apartment in Silver Lake cost me $38.
I don't know what you're going to do. I guess you only got a couple hours where you got to go, and you're going to sit and sleep the entire time. And I mean, what else is new? That's why I hate the fucking work that you do. All you do is fucking sleep, and fucking ignore me all fucking day, and then tell fucking Jack you're fucking salami. Come on, I'm 43 years old. You think I had 6 kids? Don't be stupid. I know what jacking off means. I mean, hello. I know what masturbation is. I'm not stupid. Mom Bear, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no fucking clue, but it sounds good. I'm trying to figure that out too. Mama Bear, how can you go from that topic to that topic? Bitch, I don't know. Because I'm crazy like that. I hear you, honey. Chris Harris. That'd be the smartest thing you could do, honey. Because I would not give anything to give up my home. But I don't have a. I'm a renter. I'm not a homeowner. I tell you what, when I own my own house, I'm gonna bring the fucking floor down. I'm gonna bring the fucking floor down. Literally. We're gonna have fucking. We're gonna have everything. But I want a horse. Like to drive. I'd like to ride a horse. I haven't rode a horse in years. I know how to ride a horse. It's been a long time, but I know how to ride one. Uh, I'm a little bit intimidated by a horse because I haven't been on one so long. But I've been a horse. I've been on a horse a couple times. I rode a horse with a saddle and with bareback. Then my grandpa had one that we had to help take care of. That was a long time ago when we were young. Kind of a blur. But I remember Pap always saying, oh, let's go feed the horse, because he would always be with us. He'd never leave us alone around the horse, because the horse could kill us. But you know, we would help him in the summertime and stuff. Her name was Duke. We had a horse. Her name was Duke. She was a white horse. She was named Duke. Called her Duke. That was the horse name. We had a horse. My grandpa did. We got to go every summer. He said it was my sister Jessica's horse. But we all got to have a share and take care of it. It was good. I don't know. Absolutely. We have, I would have to. I would love that. Just have a big cookout in the front yard. Hell yeah. We have 4 boys, and I took care of them in this house. But my husband has allowed me to stay home, and he has worked his ass off. I'm so thankful for that. Yeah, I think you know, well, it's in the same situation, man. Kids and not having to work and stuff. And then whenever he left me, I had to work. I had to get a job. Um, and I just got so overwhelmed with just being at home with kids, myself and I. And then him leaving me, it just all took a different kind of toll on my mind. And as the years progressed, I started to just slowly I think I was just like mentally going stir crazy, and I didn't realize it. You know what I mean? It was took a toll on me. It took a toll on my mentality. It wasn't the way that I envisioned it to be or wanted it to be. And I always thought that we would be together forever. That white picket fence, that house, and horses and cows and chickens, and just visioning that was me, and I didn't have any help with that. I never got to make it. I wanted a garden up. I wanted a garden in the last house. I said it every year. Just never got a rototiller. There was never no auctions into it. I never got to have my garden experience. I don't know how to plant. There's things I would like to know how to do, but I just don't know how to do them. I can't do it now.
Instead of relying free on bulky compressors or massive energy draw, the engineers created a patented
I can't do things.
rapidly cools it, blasts out a steady stream of refreshing cold air. The first time they tested it, the temperature dropped from 93 degrees
I
Fahrenheit.
had an apartment that I could do in my house.
That's how breathable was born. Experts agree it's just as effective as but it uses up to 90% less power. It's whisper quiet, weighs under 2 pounds, and runs for hours on minimal
I could hate.
perfect for bedrooms, living rooms, RVs, offices, even outdoor spaces. Major appliance brands tried to buy it, but the engineers refused due to the price hikes and limited access. Instead, they teamed up.
My kids are grown and
launched it directly.
they just don't talk to me.
Max takes just 30 seconds to set up. No tools, no installation. Just plug it in, press the
I miss them every day. I wish we had a better relationship.
And the timing couldn't be better. With heat waves getting worse every year, people across the country are turning to Breezemax for a safer, smarter cooling solution.
I'm not allowed to have my driver's license back. And once you take my driver's license, you just as well hit me in the head with a gun. Because my life's been difficult.
Watch what nuts do to our body. The walnut is a really good one. The one with maybe fast and right next to it, Nashville. I know
I'm not respected by any of my kids. But I'm good, man. I gotta be good. I'm just so lucky. I'm a lucky woman. I make $100 a week. I make $100 a month. I'm lucky. I can't even get my nails done. I'm so lucky. I barely got toilet paper to wipe my ass. I'm so lucky. Can't afford to get my teeth done. I'm so lucky. I haven't had my hair done. I could use some hair extensions, a makeover, a nice dress, high heels. Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of here. That shit ain't happening. In your fucking fat dreams. But I know one thing. This world's fucked up. They're fucking us all up. And they're just trying to make us more poor than what we already don't have anything. Now we can't even buy a gallon of milk. You know how many Americans are pissed right now? Like you're talking about this and that. I don't give a fuck about your inventions. We want to know when the fucking prices are going to stop going the fuck up. It's bad when I can't afford ramen noodles. That was my go-to. Y'all know ramen noodles. It was a go-to. Fucking ramen noodles, man. You fucking with my food, you fucking with me. Let's go tear the fucking. I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I almost said it and I didn't. Thank God I didn't. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. If you start fucking with people's food, that's when people start getting fucking angry. And that's fucking truth, whether you fucking believe it or not. That's when fucking people start getting fucking mad. They start getting fucking angry. Because I can barely fucking afford food today. I have nothing in my freezer. And since I got married and hurt me, I lost my food stamps. I haven't got food stamps. It's like, I've lived with that man. I had a relationship for years. He promised that he would never walk away, and he's a liar. He ignores every time I say hi. It's like everybody's against me because, and they're mad and they're selfish because they didn't get my child. I can't help it. You can't blame your child that had a child that you never. That's not my problem that I had a child. My God. And I'm taking the fault. And I'm taking. Yeah, I would have, because if he wasn't been my dad, he would have got it. I don't think anybody realizes though, I understand the grandchild. And I understand as an adult. Besides the stupid mistakes that I made, she lost custody, period. You can blame me for that. I have everything to blame. I have everything to blame. Blame me, hate me. This is just a conversation I needed to have with you because I'm sick and tired of feeling. And I want to have you remember because this hurts. And the only time I really think about it is come Father's Day. You have accepted Mike as your dad. And Randy also knows that. Go to hell, Mom. Go to hell. I don't accept Mike. I don't want no dad. Honestly, I just deal with his dad.
Mama raised me on prayers and grit. Said, don't you fall, don't you quit. Said, keep your heart clean, keep your head straight, and don't let snakes sit at the yeah, they work hard, and talk much, but the silence taught me and it took. Not fearless, disciplined. It kind of keeps you from living. It is what it is. What you did was fucked up. No, it wasn't, because I told you to leave. You hurt me, though, by doing that. I hear you. Right. What choice did I make? The fact that the judge gave me, I didn't want a DNA. I was young. I was gullible.
Even if I wouldn't have took their money, they still would have. Randy and Kelly still would have lost. Because the judge was more. The judge was not concerned about the Doris's money. When the Doris's brought that up in court, it said that I tried to sell my son at $6,000, and the judge. Yeah, and the judge told the Doris's that he didn't want to hear that shit. They were begging for the money. That's kind of your stupidity. She does not have to pay you back. Well, she should have to pay you. So that she does not have to. And I mean, I was young, well, but anyways, it really doesn't matter. I think the biggest thing that I'm having in the issue is like, I would just like to have a medium relationship with Randy. I'm not saying that he's got to come and, I mean, he doesn't, and I hate to say, like, he doesn't ever have to see me again, but it's obvious that he never wants to. And I am sorry because I wish I never knew the man. Because I remember what he told me. And he's a liar. He said, I will never stop loving you no matter what. And I don't believe a word that he said that day was true. Because actions speak. And he doesn't want anything to do with me. And I do think of Randy from time to time. I just don't. I know I was a pain in the ass kind of child. I never wanted to go with him. I understand that. My sister's with the same dad. I wanted to be the same as my sister Jessica, not so much Stephanie. I wanted to have the same as Jessie, because Jessie was my best friend. She was my sister and my best friend. I wanted everything that Jessie had. And so I didn't want to be separated from Jessica. That was the hardest. Trying to imagine that we just, being told that you're just a half sister. You're just a half sister. I dealt with that growing up too. You're not even, when they would get mad at me, they would say, you're not even our full blood sister. You're just a half sister. And I dealt with that. That hurt, I hated that. I hated that growing up. I wanted to be the same. And then when Randy would come around, I was young, and I was a young teenager, a lot of emotions, a lot of... Yeah, that's why I cry about it. It's fucking terrible, man. And I cry over it. I'm crying. If I didn't have feelings, I wouldn't be crying. My heart goes out too. I'm so sorry.
I mean, he wanted a bunch of children that he doesn't have.
Yep.
I don't know. Randy's trying to get religion. So it's not even just Evil in his life. He's turned against his own faith. He's a missionary, a preacher. He turned against his own faith. He's going to turn against his faith. Then it's not going to be difficult to turn against me. Randy's very cold. I don't even talk to Randy that much anymore because we're not friends like we used to be. He's very different. Personality-wise, he's very American. He's very, I don't know. He's not like, he's always been stingy. That's part of the stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about.
I know Randy. I know him. I know. He's arrogant. I know. Yeah, he's like Tom. He's arrogant. Right. Yep, I hear you. He has. I agree with that. He definitely has. Yeah. He was very like regular person. I don't know. He's definitely, he goes after strippers. He goes after 20-year-olds. It's disgusting.